Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Praetorian.
And Jynx here.
And welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 on the PlayStation 5. So if you recall last episode, our character, Sancho, finally died, and now his son, Oso, has taken over as the King of Castille. And we got a lot of stuff we got to do here before we can even think about unpausing the game. We got to give out all these territories. We looked at a lifestyle last episode, but then didn't give one to him. And what we're going to do with Oso is we're going to kind of go down a more tyrannical route here, guys. Jynx needs a little bit of dread in her life. And we got the bear here.
Yeah, he's
Oso
a bear.
The bear.
So I think that he's a brute.
Yeah, so he's going to be kind of brutish. You can see his learning's real low. His stewardship is garbage. He has no diplomacy. Nobody likes him. He's not good at intrigue. It's like the only thing he does well is battle. That's it. And so we're going to go with the authority focus here, guys. Did we have one selected before? I don't think we did. And then we're gonna actually go down the overseer route, which I had said we wouldn't because it's just not as useful. But yeah, we'll go down this route, guys, for Oso, since that's the one route we didn't go down as Sanchez. So we've selected that. The only other thing I want to do here before we start handing out these titles is, I don't know how you feel about his look here. I just feel like he's not.
Man.
Yeah, I feel like he's not like bear-like enough. He's not hairy enough, honestly. And so I feel like he needs to be hairier. Make him bald. we'll go with something like really shaggy or something.
Long, flowing, or wavy hair.
Yeah, we can go with some wavy. There's a long curl. That looks horrible, though. Yeah, we'll see if we can't find something. Give him a bun. Very long and wild there. I don't know what you think about the wild look, Jynx. No?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
What, this?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not very kingly, but whatever.
What do you think is most bear-like, Jynx? The long flowing?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll go with that. And then for the beard, I feel like he just needs something like that.
It does fit with his hair.
A little bit, yeah. That's kind of what I'm going with. I guess the
I like
wavy.
the wavy beard.
You want the wavy?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go with there's a big wild one. Yeah, we'll go with the wavy one, I suppose. There's the pointy one. Yeah, we'll go with that one, guys. There's a big wavy beard. Yeah, I just felt like he wasn't hairy enough. Do we want to change his hair color at all?
No.
Like to a brown? Or I guess it's not very brownish, but I guess we just leave it on default. Alright, excellent.
He looks like his daddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he kind of looks a little bit like the Beast. Beauty and the Beast a bit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was kind of going for here. So yeah, we'll have him. He's going to be a big old woolly guy. But let's go and get these titles given out. We've got a lot, guys.
I knew there was something wrong with me when I was a kid, when I was disappointed when the Beast turned into a man. Mm-hmm. I was like, ew, turn him back.
And so then she married me.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Uh-huh. I'm pretty hairy. I'm a pretty big dude as well.
Well, like the toes, the feet, when he was turning into a man, and there's man feet, and it's disgusting.
Feet are just disgusting, period, though.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like feet, guys. Neither Jynx nor I are fans of the feet. I wanted to give him a duchy. Do we not have that duchy? That's Toledo. I could have swore we had the duchy down here. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't get it. All right. So let's go ahead and grant him these 3 counties. This is our brother Pedro. I know he's not of age yet, but he has all his traits, and frankly, we've got to get rid of these titles, guys. So we're going to give him these 3 titles here. He'll absolutely adore us. Well, he doesn't really like us as much as I thought he would. But that's
close enough.
Part of that's because we have too many duchies. So that's a problem. We're not as rightful liege either. Then being over the domain limit is causing issues as well. So the next title we're going to give is going to be to our other brother. We're going to give Leon up to him. I guess the best way to do that would be through here. And that is Esteban. Jynx's favorite.
Little clubfoot.
Yeah, Jynx's favorite kid.
Oh, look at the cutie.
He's quite young as well, but he does have all his traits, and he'll be of age soon enough, guys. We can always restore inheritance, but I'm not doing that because it costs renown. So that's the reason why I'm not going to restore the inheritance for any of these characters. So yeah, we just want to give him Leon. But we'll also give him the Duchy of Leon. Now, remember, one thing we should look at is what vassals we're given. I didn't think about that. But remember, we're also giving up the special duchy building that we have here, that we built, the Chateau. So the Chateau was getting us more prestige per month, a stress loss or increase, so we lose more stress, hostile scheme, personal scheme success chance, and more control growth in this duchy. So it's been helpful, but yeah, we just can't keep it. So that means he's going to get the lunatic who eats people.
Oh.
That'll be under Leon.
Isn't Esteban the spy master kind of guy?
Did we make him a spy master? We might have. Let me take a look here. Yeah, we haven't gone down the spy master. So yeah, these are all the characters we'll grant him. He'll also have this character, which he has a pretty good marshal, but has some issues. He's a bleeder.
That guy hates you.
I mean, everybody hates us, Jinx. Everybody's really dislikes us because we have so many things that are causing problems. Count Robert, who is, I think, our former chancellor, he'll be going under our brother. And then this character.
This douche.
Great knight, but been nothing but problems since we gave him titles. So I want to say that's it, but there might be something else I didn't think about over here. I'm trying to just look at the titles here. Yeah, it looks like that's it. Okay, so he'll take all those vassals from us once we grant him this here duchy.
Good luck, little Esteban.
Yeah, good luck. He's young, and yeah, he's going to have difficulty, I think.
He needs a spouse or a betrothal.
You know what? We could arrange a marriage for him real quick before we send him off. Yeah, that makes sense. So, are we looking for traits here? Probably traits, right?
Yeah.
Could arrange a marriage with one of his vassals as well to help him manage his territory. So that have an ally who doesn't rebel against him. That'd be an option as well. And then maybe...
The cannibal has a kid.
A daughter?
I thought it was a daughter. Oh,
I think that's...
No, never mind.
Yeah, that's a little boy. That might be... Yeah, I think that's a little girl. Sometimes hard to tell with the kids. You gotta click on them to find out. But yeah, he does have a daughter. She's really young, though.
Yeah.
She's 3, so 9 years younger than him. And does he really want to marry into the cannibal family? I don't know. So here he has a son and a daughter. How old's the daughter? She's 1, so she's even younger. Over here you got Count Robert. He does not have any sons. Or excuse me, any daughters. He has nothing but sons.
They all look like daughters to me.
Here's an older daughter here.
Elflid.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we could remarry him to this family, but I'm kind of thinking we'll marry him into this family. Just do this little young girl here. He's 11 years older, so he'll have to wait a long time for he has kids. But that's actually a good thing for us, because maybe we want to take this title back. You never know what we'll do. What crazy old Oso will do. So the longer he goes without having children, it's actually a good thing for us, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and give him this title now. Or first, arrange the marriage. Which I guess we'd want to do... We'd probably want to do it through here, actually. I think it'd be easier to find him through here. So yeah, we'll arrange the marriage, and then let's see if we can't find our brother. There's Diego. There we go. Brothers. He's at the bottom, of course. Of course he is. And it broke again. Jesus, man. Alright, so let's go back down here and find him. Here's Isabel. There's Esteban. Alright, so we want to select her. And, they could end up passing that trait down to their children.
They're related.
That's interesting. I don't know how they're related.
We cousins of cousins?
I don't know. There's a lot of relations here in Spain, so... Yeah. I don't know if there's really any way to kind of avoid.
Do you really want to risk the inbred trait when you've already got a clubfoot?
Well, we're risking it for him. So we'll wait till that marriage is accepted before we actually give him that title. But we can grant out some of the rest of these titles, guys. So as far as in our court here, we don't have a lot of impressive people, guys. There's really not a lot of people I want to give a title out to. Now, there is one person we can give a title to here that is already neighboring this title, and that's this character here. He'd make a good chancellor. He doesn't hate us as badly as the other people because he had we're getting a plus 25 because of opinion of our predecessor, of our father. So let's give him this title here, guys. I think he would be a good vassal. So I'm trying to get to the map. There we go. All right, so we'll give him that title. So that'll get rid of another one for us.
And he almost likes you.
Almost. So the other thing that we could really think about doing here, guys, is I noticed that we're at 4 stewardship. That means one more point in stewardship, and we'll be able to have another domain holding. We'll be able to hold 5 counties instead of 4, because it's every 5 points of stewardship. So when we were looking at our wife before, if you guys recall, when I was looking at this, I decided to go with the assist ruler because we're getting 8 points total with that. And with the managed domain, we'd only get 4 points. But we really, really need that, guys. And this would tick it up by 3 total, actually. Okay, so a bit more than I thought. So we changed that over. It's still only going to increase our total points by 1, unfortunately. We might need to let that play a second for that to update. There we go. So now we can hold 5 titles. And so I think that'll be helpful. We don't have to get rid of as many titles. So maybe like, we'll probably leave 1 extra, since again, 5 counties is pretty low overall. You know, it's a 20% penalty to our taxes and levies, but we can eat that. So really what we're looking to do here is get rid of about, 5 more titles it seems. So we already know about Leon. And then there's going to be these 2 probably, and then maybe one of these. That's still not enough.
Yeah, that's a lot to give away.
We do have to get rid of, we can get rid of this one, I suppose. Was there anything else keeping this for?
The view.
Yeah, I mean, there's the view. Does it have high development or something? It's only 12. We got to convert it. So you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one as well, guys. So yeah, that'll be the 5 titles, essentially. So quite a bit we still have to get rid of, essentially. But yeah, let's go ahead and find these characters. So the next way we can look for a character, because we don't have any knights, guys, that don't already have titles. So what we can do is just look in here for some decent characters. And we have this Sebastian character. He's a former peasant leader. And he's pretty decent. I could see giving him a title, even if he did rebel at some point. He's 50 years old, so he might not even have time to have children, so maybe the title will go back to us.
True. He's not even married.
Mm-hmm. That's another option, is to give it to like really, really old characters in the hope that they die before they can have kids, and then it goes back to you later. That's one tactic to use, but I don't think this guy's old enough for that. So yeah, we're going to grant him a title. So we're looking to give him probably one of these ones over here is what I'm thinking. Yeah, probably one of these 2 titles here. Oops. Thought I had him selected. Alright, so let's grant him probably the one furthest south. Right here. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so...
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't very thankful. You can see his opinion's still pretty low, because we still do have a lot of modifiers affecting that. But yeah, he's got good marshal, so he might end up becoming a marshal. I don't know. We'll see. He's probably not going to be powerful enough, honestly, to put him in that position. We could always give him a second title, I suppose, to try and make him more powerful. We can give him that one. That also means we wouldn't have to find another guy. Yeah, why don't we do that? So let's grant him one more title, and that would make him like us more, too.
Killed 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, so we'll grant him that one. We could even give him one of these ones, too, I suppose. Let me take a look at these, because they're all neighboring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look at these. So they're both 10 development. I'm just trying to figure out which one of these 2 we want to keep. So I guess it's a matter of, like, what buildings they have. So we have the pastures here. And here we have the quarries. So it's a 0.2 per month, and then it's also reducing the building construction time. While this one here is giving us the 0.2 per month and more levies. Alright, I think we'll keep this one here, and then give him the mountain one, I suppose. So yeah, let's go and grant him 2 more. Just to try and make this easier, so we don't have to find a bunch of people. And I kind of want him to be our marshal because he's got that very good marshal rating. Now, I know that we have some people that are better than him.
He's just like, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, here, take this.
So nice of you.
And most importantly, he's really going to like us now.
Oh, yeah.
He likes us a lot. So we granted him those. How many more titles we got to grant out? 2 more. So we're going to do this one over here, and then we have our brother for this one. So we're almost done, guys. Just need one more character somewhere in our realm here to grant the title to. Maybe we'll ask for more knights. We haven't done that for a while.
You ran out of brothers.
We are missing prestige, though. We have a bunch of really young brothers. I don't think we should grant that to them.
Babies.
All right, so let's wait for this marriage offer to come back. Or marriage acceptance. There we go. So he accepted that. He had a cousin that was imprisoned, apparently.
Does he still hate you?
Who?
That vassal who
This guy?
accepted. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he still would. I didn't even think he'd get an alliance out of that. Because this is our brother. Rather than like a son. Alright, so let's go ahead and give this title to to Esteban. Now that he's married. Or he's betrothed.
Yeah.
He's got a long
It's a
time.
baby.
He's got a long time before he's gonna
He's a single
get married
father
over
right
here.
now.
Well, it's not even. I mean, it would stay. The little girl would stay with her father.
How awful would that be? Like, here's your future spouse. Gotta change your diapers.
Well, I mean, he's not that old himself. He's still a boy at 12. All right, so I got rid of a ton of vassals over here, guys, and we'll hope that he can manage it. I guess we'll see how well it does. But you'll notice that our money is actually going up, despite the fact that we're giving out titles, and that's because we were getting such a big penalty from being so far over our cap here. So what we're going to do is get a little bit more prestige so that we can send off the invite knights, saying that we're short on 4. So once we get to 150 prestige, we'll send that off. Well, what we could do, since we know that nobody else is going to be a powerful vassal here, is to go ahead and put these people in place. You know, I'm going to let this go to the next month, just to make sure the powerful vassals updates. Sometimes it doesn't update when you'd expect it to. So Rodrigo, of course, he's still a powerful vassal. He's an older guy, 55, but still would make a fantastic marshal.
He's still kicking it.
Yep, still kicking it. I really think he should be our marshal. Though he would be fine as a chancellor as well. As you can see, we don't really have any good chancellors here either. So we have this Duke Rodrigo. He's not really great at anything. Yeah, he's not very impressive. He's got okay stewardship. You got her. She's also not all that impressive. You got Mendo. Again, he's only really marshal. Everybody's a marshal.
Yeah.
In our realm. That's what our problem is, guys. Is everybody is a marshal.
Well, both of Osa's parents were marshal, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then we were just like gathering all the marshal people.
Okay, we will give him the position of chancellor, guys. So we'll sort this since I wanted to give it to powerful vassals, but yeah, clearly that's not the best option for us. So we'll give this position to Vela. With the steward, just take a look and see what our options are if we wanted to put somebody better in here. So you have Count Lope. He's pretty decent. But I think we're going to put Rodrigo in there because we really need to appease some of these vassals, these powerful vassals. So let's put Rodrigo into that position. I'd like a decent spy master if we can find one. And I know that we don't have any in the powerful vassals. This guy isn't too shabby.
Count Velasco.
And he's a count, so at least he's landed. Here's
Seems
another.
like he would be your best friend.
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like he was a best friend of like our father or something. I don't know. I don't remember who all our father's friends were because we didn't care.
A lot of Rodrigos.
You know, Mendo's really not that bad. We could always put Mendo in that position, I suppose. But, you know, we want our spy master like us, so screw Mendo. We're going to put this guy in there. And then, you know what, guys? I think we will go ahead and put Rodrigo in this position because he is still a powerful vassal. Despite all the titles we've given out. I'm a little surprised that, well, he's too young to be that position, so I suppose there's that. I'm a little surprised this guy here wasn't made into a powerful vassal, though. Because, yeah, he'll be our marshal if he does become one. All right, so we got the council filled out. Is there anything else we need to do here? Other than wait for those, the vassals.
Oh, wow, your wife actually likes you less now.
Does she? We have somebody in our prison, some count. We probably shouldn't let him out.
Count Fernando.
See if there's anything else. We can negotiate the alliances with our brother. That's one of the reasons why we did that. Is that we can ally with them. So definitely want to do that. We're not endorsed by the Archbishop, so let's go ahead and work on improving relations with him first. Let's go ahead and sway him. Not a good chance of swaying there.
Evil lackey.
And, yeah, he's... Well, look at his traits, Jinx.
Wow.
He's shrewd, generous, sadistic, and paranoid.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we bring our brother home?
He's got good learning, though, so he'll actually help us convert faith in these provinces much faster. So that's one advantage, I suppose. We do have this money here. Let me take a look at our armies, because I kind of have a feeling that there's going to be some war here, guys. Some rebellions. So we might want to increase the size of our troops to kind of reflect that our land is not very stable. All right, so we're good on that front. Oh, yes, the other thing we can do to try and, improve relation with our people, because if you just look at where we're getting hit with, we're still getting... Well, we're getting the arbitrary penalty, the short reign penalty. That's only going to be managed by, ruling longer. The crown authority, obviously, that's not changing. I think we got rid of all the major penalties that we can get rid of. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. You can see, though, that nobody really likes us, despite that.
Which is rude.
We did get these alliances. So the other option for trying to ensure that we don't face a bunch of powerful factions, which this one we have to fight. There's no avoiding this one. This is going to be a populist rebellion. It's going to happen in 2 months. So we're going to have to fight that one. No way around it. That's another peasant rabble. You know what? We don't have any character factions except for this one here, which is just Duke Mendo. Why does he hate us so much? Oh, because we never gave him a council seat. I guess that makes sense.
He's like, do you see my little crown?
Mm-hmm.
Means I need a chair.
I was thinking I had made him our spy master, but I didn't do that. So just Mendo's pissed off with
salty.
This count over here. He's also quite irritated. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that rebellion, but this populist rebellion, there's no way this is not going to pop up. So we'll have to put this down. We do have the prestige to send off for knights, so let's go ahead and do that. We will not be paying for these knights. We'll need the money to fight the rebellion. We're just going to take the best of the three, and then we will give him Lisboa. So he will, maybe he'll be the future descendant of, the future ancestor of a Portuguese kingdom. So this is our first knight. Let's take a look at him. He's pretty good as a knight. His other stats aren't impressive or anything. Yeah, he's alright. One problem I have with him, though, is that he's not our religion or culture.
Yeah.
So he's not going to like us very much. So that's one issue with him, guys. Like, he'd be great as a knight, but do we want him to be a vassal? And this is the rebellion, guys.
The blathering King Oso.
Mm-hmm. So he wants us to give up all our territory, of course, which we will not be doing. So we're going to have to fight this rebellion. Let's go and pause it. Turn the speed down. And we'll have to rally the troops up. So it's actually a fairly large rebellion. That's a lot of troops, guys. Yeah, a lot of dudes. And if they put all their troops together, then we are vastly outnumbered. So yeah, that's a problem. So what we need to do is raise up troops as close to the smallest army as or probably the largest army as possible, actually. So you got these guys coming up. This is in the hills, so we would get the terrain bonus. So maybe we should try and raise up right there. I don't know if it'll let me raise up right next to him. I guess we'll see. So let's try this out. So let's go to the military, and get the rally point, because I don't know where our rally point is. I'll move it over here. And then we'll see if this will let me raise up in this location, which it did. No problems there. I don't know that we'll be able to get them raised up before the rest of those troops arrive. And we need as many troops as possible here, guys. So now let's go ahead and make sure we have the best possible commander, which we do not. I want him to be my commander. It won't let me select him.
Is he commanding something else?
I assume so, yeah. But man, we really need our best possible commander. Alright. Well, I think we're going to go with him because he has more traits. So I think it makes sense to go with him because he's got all those really good traits here, while the other guy does not. He only has the one trait, which is logistics. So yeah, I don't think that's the best option for us. Now if we look at this other character here, you can see he's got quite a few more traits. So if we look at him, he's got the Reaver, which that'll help with attrition. Unyielding Defender, that's the big one we wanted there, which is the friendly fatal casualties reduction. And then the enemy defensive advantages is fantastic as well. Alright, so we're just going to send all these troops over here. And then just hope that we can get this battle done before the rest of the armies arrive. Yeah, they're pretty far away. So this will allow us to wipe out the largest army. And then we're facing, still more men. I can't seem to get out of this battle. It's like once you're in a battle, you're not leaving.
Does the enemy AI often split up its armies?
No, they didn't split up. What happened was they all rose up separately.
Oh, I see.
And is that the main guy we needed to capture? Yeah, that was it.
I don't know, his hat looks different.
Yep, we captured him in the first battle, Jinx. So that big old battle, or that big old rebellion, where we were facing overwhelming odds. I mean, that was a huge number of troops that we were facing at that moment. And we won it. It's over.
It ended with a skirmish.
Yep, with one battle. I mean, it wasn't so much a skirmish. That was a big battle, 9,000 troops. That's not a small number of dudes. So yeah, we want to go ahead and disband our troops. All right, excellent. So that worked out really well for us.
We still want to fight.
So yeah, it worked out fantastic. We can see that we do have Count Vela is now in a faction. Okay. So yeah. We could end up having some more faction issues, guys. When you're a new ruler, you should expect to have such problems. And Count Vela just married somebody. I think that's related to us.
Is that your sister?
I feel like, yeah, we just formed an alliance with him. So he won't be in that faction anymore. Who is this Count Vela? Clearly, he's set up to marry one of our sisters.
The oldest.
Oh. Okay. So he's over here. Okay, I remember giving him that title.
Yeah.
As our father. Alright, so now we're allied with him and he's no longer in that faction. Alright, fantastic. So the faction is weaker. Just those two again. So that's what we want to see. Another peasant rabble might raise up against us. We'll have to see.
We'll have to put the foot down.
We haven't gotten those other two knights yet. So that we can hand out Lisboa. So we'll just have to wait until they get here. We do have some notifications here. We have that Fernando in our prison. You know what? I almost want to release him. Let's take a look at who's all in the prison. We got this guy here. Yeah, I kind of just think we'll end up like executing him. Remember, we're trying to play as a more dreadful character.
That's true.
So executing is a good way to get our dread up. And if we can get our fear up, then less people are going to operate against us. Now, Fernando here, I don't know where his county is. Looks like it's... Okay, so it's over there. So what are we going to do at Fernando?
I don't know. He's a bad dude.
What did he do?
He spread lover's pox across the whole kingdom.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy with lover's pox. Okay, I remember. We could just revoke his title and give it up to somebody else. How does he personally feel about us? Because we didn't take that title from him. We're getting a negative 17 because he hated our predecessor. Okay. So what are all our options here? for dealing with him. So if we executed him, that's an act of tyranny. So we're going to get, lose 10 opinion with everybody. So that's one negative here. Also, his family's going to hate us. But we do get 24 dread. We have to spend 100 piety to do so, though. That's one negative. Because he's not considered prisoner enough. Or, guilty enough for that. This would get us a weak hook, so it doesn't really help us that much. Torturing him wouldn't help us that much either. And then we could never release him. So I don't know. I'm thinking you could just let him out and get the 20 opinion. Then we lose dread.
Yeah.
Could banish him.
Will that affect how the other people feel about you if you do things like that?
I don't think so, because it's not considered tyrannical. And I don't think his family cares so much if you banish him. Compared to like executing him or something like that, he would, the family would obviously hate us. So yeah, let's just go in and banish him. And then that would result in whoever's set to inherit, which is likely his son, will get that title instead. So let's go and do that. I think that's the better option, guys. Just banish him.
Go on,
get out of here. That's one way to solve this issue.
Just spread your lover's pot somewhere else.
Go spread it somewhere else. He's like, I got no choice. Yes, I know you have no choice.
Doesn't he have a lover in Italy or something he can go stay with?
You know, I'm not entirely sure who his lover was. That's his spouse. I think she might have died, probably from the lover's pox he gave her. Yeah, he doesn't have a lover anymore. So yeah, that's his son here. So he's 7 years old. He hates us, but we really don't have to worry about him at all. He's first of all, he's terrified, and secondly, he's just a child. So that's one way to solve your problems as well, is just kill all the adult rulers across your realm. But yeah, we had a period of instability a little bit, but honestly, it's been a pretty good succession so far. Sometimes this can get kind of rough. We do have another faction that was just created, and they're gaining power quickly. It's going to be another populist rebellion. As long as we have these different cultures. The problem here is the popular opinion, guys. So with the lower popular opinion, we also need to increase control here. I didn't realize we hadn't done that yet. So you know what? We need to go through our council.
Oh, yeah, and have them do things.
Yeah, we didn't do all that. They start out doing something. They're always going to do something. But there's probably better things we could do. This guy's not bad. Yeah, he's not bad. Rodrigo. I could see giving it to him. He's at least Catholic.
Yeah, and he likes you.
Yeah, he likes us. Because we're both gregarious. You know what? We won't even wait for the next night. Let's just give this guy the title. So he's going to rule in Portugal. Which we'll go ahead and move on over here. And grant him Lisboa. There you go, my new friend. Alright. Let's go and get rid of that notification. And so we've gotten rid of another title here. And that's it, guys. We're going to keep the 6 counties and just take the 20% penalty just because it's not a lot of territory. You can see our levies is going down more and more. We went from 8,000 something levies. Now we only have 6,000 something levies. We're going to have trouble putting down these rebellions because we have so little troops. So, with that in mind, let's go and actually increase the size of our troops here. Just a little bit. So we can kind of rely on men-at-arms a little bit more. And let me see if there's anything else we need to be aware of in here. Yeah, that battle. We killed 4,059 dudes, only losing 152.
Yeah, I guess that's a little more than a skirmish.
Yeah, we killed a lot of people died that day, Jinx. So let's go with... I want to get the control increased faster. But because we're facing these rebellions, I think we should go with a man's home to get the advantage bonus. Because these will all be fought in our own territory because they're rebellions. So let's go and check out what our counselors are doing here. He's doing domestic affairs, increasing opinion with all our vassals. That's what we want. He is training commanders, which... yeah, that's what we want for the men-at-arms maintenance, I think, guys. No. We need him to increase control. That's right. So let's have him increase control in Toledo first, I think, would be the best way to do that. So yeah, let's go and have him increase control over here. We should have done all this. I think what happened is all this territory was under our son, and so I just didn't do it. I said he can do it.
Yeah.
He's got it. Again, we kind of postponed a lot of our issues Let's go and disrupt schemes as well. In fact, I almost want to look for secrets on anybody who's looking to rebel against us, like this guy here, Mendo. Yeah, let's go look for secrets in Mendo's court. Let's see what Mendo's been doing. I'm sure he's been up to no good.
People.
Hopefully not eating people. You don't see that cannibal secret very often. That's pretty rare.
Well, where there's one, there's usually another.
Yeah, they're eating together, inviting each other to supper.
Because nobody likes to eat alone.
Yeah, exactly. Did they already rebel? Good God, that's how bad it is. We're just going to have to fight rebellion after rebellion after rebellion. Alright, so the rebellion's already started, guys. But this one should be a lot smaller. Yeah, it's going to be a much smaller rebellion. You can see we're facing like less than 2,000 men here. Yeah, they shouldn't have rebelled yet. They should have waited till they got more supporters. Alright, so we'll just be able to raise up our troops right here. And this should be fairly easy conflict here, guys. We will take a look, see if we have a better commander than Rodrigo here. I guess he's the best one that's available to us right now. Yeah, seems he's the best one. Oh, well, that's right. We wanted this Rodrigo.
Yeah, there's too many Rodrigos and Rodrigos.
He does have a much better advantage. What are these traits here? Let me just take a look here. Okay, yeah, I always forget about the Forder one. That's the crossing water without penalty. He does get the advantage in many types of terrain. I suppose we'll keep him there. It doesn't really matter. We're going to win this easily no matter what, guys. Alright, so we just need to wait for him to raise up the troops. And he cannot increase control there. Probably because of the rebellion. So we're going to have to wait to reassign him until after we take these troops out. I'm surprised those rebels didn't, go to the same area. Like, didn't join forces. Well, I'm surprised they didn't join forces.
Oh, you mean like load up in the same
Yeah,
spot?
in the same location. So that they could, make sure this didn't happen. or wasn't as easy anyway. Alright, so the faction is disbanded. Let's go pause a second. We also gained a level of fame. That'll be really helpful. That'll get higher opinion with all our vassals. And the Grand Cathedral was finally built in Santiago, Jinx.
Nice.
We did it. And we got 80 gold from our wife. Household savings. She's saving money for the household. Well, good job. Despite her poor stewardship.
She's doing her best.
I was just reading the text.
Yeah.
Said her stewardship is horrible.
She's
We're surprised.
A genius. She'll figure it out.
So that'll get us more taxes, and also development growth will be higher as well. We'll get more piety, more renown, all kinds of good stuff, guys. Control growth will be faster. So yeah, let's go ahead and put Rodrigo back on increasing here. But unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end of the episode. It feels like we didn't get a lot done as far as time-wise because we had to spend so much time getting all these titles handed out and hanging out at the barber shop, making ourselves look good.
Well, you do look pretty majestic.
I think so, too. I like him. Yeah. I think
so the magnificent.
Yeah. And I think he fits the name. But yeah, we got it all handled, guys. As you can see, we are not facing any large character factions, just this faction, which is just going to keep on causing problems until we can get control of that territory, which we're not going to be able to do that until we convert it, frankly. We got to get the religion converted over there. That'll help a lot. But the other problem is the culture. These are largely cultural rebellions here. So yeah, if we just want to see like the popular opinion penalty here, we're getting -10 from the foreign culture, but it's really the fervor from the religion that's hitting us hard. That's why these rebellions are going to keep firing. So we've got to convert this territory, guys. And I was going to wait for him to do this, but you know what? I almost want to move him because that's not our problem anymore.
Yeah.
And it's saying it's going to take him a long time. I don't even think he's making any progress over there, actually. So I almost want to go ahead and move him. So this will be the last thing we do. Don't we need to convert? Is Madrid converted? Did somebody do that for us? No, it's not converted. Okay. So yeah, we need to convert all this territory.
Wow, that's going to take some time.
Yeah, especially with how slow he is at converting. Yeah, this is going to take... I mean, you can see the progress here is in the negative. So it's not happening anytime soon, guys. But we'll try. maybe their fervor will eventually go down and we can get it done. Yeah, that'll be the end of today's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.